an hour late, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, it says this hangout is live. So,
Hello.
we're here.
Cool beans.
Okay. Okay, so Meredith reminded me. Yep, she's great. Oops. Okay.
Is she on?
Gotcha. She should be. Let me go back and look. We still have 0 viewers, but I'm sure they're all clicking. Because at least the preview looked like yours did from last week, too, though. You know, like when we previewed the link. So I think this was right. So I guess whenever y'all want to start.
Yeah, I'm ready. Did you click me? I don't know. Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Click me, and I will mute myself.
Oh, you guys are fine. I don't hear you. Don't worry. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for your patience. We are 30 minutes late, but you know what? This is all a learning experience. Oh, I see Autumn's face. Okay. Hey, Autumn. It's like I'm talking straight to you. So we apologize, and thank you for your patience if you watched the recording. Thank you for setting aside the time to do that. Promise to keep it around 30 minutes. But like I said, welcome, and thanks for getting on live. We're very happy to have you a part of our 3-day glimpse or sneak peek into what we do as coaches, and thank you for watching all the stories and reading our transformations and everything that we posted in there so far. But tonight we wanted you all to get a chance to hear from a couple of us on the team. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Brittany Powers. I am the CEO, founder, whatever you want to call it, of Team Empower. I joined as a coach in 2014, in March 2014, so a little over 2 years now, going on 2.5, and I'm going to be co-hosting this call with 2 of my amazing personally sponsored coaches, Autumn and Jessica. So thank you, ladies, for helping out. So what I wanted you guys to hear, and what I'm going to talk about first, is actually what being a coach is all about. And I'm going to go through 3 bullet points. And yes, I'm looking at my notes right here. I have everything outlined. So I wanted to talk about what being a coach is all about. And in a nutshell, the 3 main points I want you guys to know, that it's about you being on your own health and fitness journey. You've got to come first. And that's not selfish, but that is the first and foremost thing. That's what coaching is about. I know it's like, wait, what? Well, who am I supposed to coach? Because, like, you're saying this is about me? That has to be your first focus, you know, being on your own health and fitness journey. Second is helping others at the same time. So you've got to lead by example, obviously. And the third is having the choice to work when and where you want, essentially freedom. Now, this isn't going to come the moment you sign up. Obviously, I'm a stay-at-home mom with my kids right now, but the other 2 ladies that you're going to hear from, they both work multiple jobs. Autumn works 3 jobs, which is amazing, and she's such an inspiration. So we're all at different points in our journeys, which is really cool. And when I say journeys, I say our coaching journeys, because our coaching journeys are a lot like our health and fitness journeys too. There's ups, there's downs. That's just how it is. It's life. So there's 4 main focuses that I want to talk to you guys about tonight. The first being, like I said, we focus on ourselves, and this isn't selfish. In order to be the best version of yourself, in order to give the most love and the most of your time and the most of your energy to your loved ones and to the people around you, you have to be the best version of yourself. And in order to be the best version of yourself, you have to be constantly working on yourself. So an example that I like to give is the oxygen mask example. So when you're on an airplane, and God forbid, you know, the pilot comes over the line and he says, okay, everybody, we're experiencing whatever it's called, turbulence or whatnot, put on your oxygen masks. You know, you may have your child next to you. Who do you reach to first? You know, if you know you need that oxygen mask to breathe, you can't put on your child's first. You have to put on yours first in order to be physically capable of putting on your child's next to you. So I hope you guys kind of understand how you have to come first. Even if it's for like a split second, you have to come first. You have to be focusing on yourself. Another way, or what we really do focus on when it comes to coaching, is personal development. This can be in book form. This can be in audio form. I was going to like pull out my earbuds and show you guys. But yeah, honestly, I have kind of converted to books and highlighting, and I love to read things that pump me up. Honestly, sometimes I'm really into like the girly motivational type books, and then other times I'm into books that, you know, are helping me with social media skills. You know, there's a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook that I'm reading right now. And this helps you, this shows you how to tell your story in a noisy social world. So this one's more of like learning, but it's still growth. Whereas some coaches, depending on the confidence you have going into coaching, you might want to focus more on something like Kate Hudson's Pretty Happy. You know, I just recently read that not too long ago too, and that's a great book. But the main point is that you've got to focus on yourself, and it's not just about the fitness, and it's not just about the nutrition. It really, at the end of the day, in order to get on track with those two things, you have to have it right up here for yourself. And that's where the personal development comes into, because we all know we can do anything we put our minds to. So yeah, a couple of my favorites are Sparkle, Pretty Happy, You Are Badass, Girl Code, just to name a few. And yeah, so the second bullet point I wanted to go into is keeping ourselves healthy and happy. And I say healthy first because I really feel like if you're healthy, you're happy. I met a lot of people that you know, want to put on this facade and say that they are happy, and they, you know, might have 100 extra pounds or maybe even more than that. And I'm not saying that's BS. You know, I don't want to go there, but at the same time, you really want to focus on your health. Like if you're like me and you're a mom and you have children, you want to be healthy, you know, and it's not about the number on the scale, but at the end of the day, like if you are, and I was there, guys, I was there. I was that person that would go up a flight of stairs and be completely out of breath. Like I was a person that wanted to pass out just from walking outside when it was like 90 degrees out. Like I've been there. I've been 235 pounds before. It's just not, it's not a comfortable weight, you know, especially when you're pregnant too. I mean, I gained 80 pounds with my second. So anyways, you have to focus on your health and your happiness, not just one or not just the other. And this doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're at in your journey when you sign up to be a coach, whether or not you sign up when you have that 50 or 100 pounds to lose, because you being on your journey and actually focusing on the weight loss or the inches lost or the size or the pant sizes down, whatever you want to call it, those non-scale victories, that's going to speak, I think, more to the people that are following your journey, as opposed to if you just come into this and you already have this beach body. And trust me, I don't think anybody really has like a perfect body. We all have flaws, and it's just learning to embrace them. So yeah, doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. We literally, eventually, but literally, do get paid to take care of ourselves, show up every single day, press play to Beachbody fitness programs, drink our Shakeology, of course, and eat clean and share about it on social media. Like every time we post, it doesn't mean like, oh, we get 10 cents there. Like that's not how it works. And trust me, I've had people ask me, so that's why I was addressing that. But in the long run, you putting yourself out there, the compound effect kicks in. And if you haven't heard of the compound effect or even read that book, that is a great book to read, and I recommend it for every new coach, or even if you're not a coach, it's just a great book. It's not put out by Beachbody or anything like that. So anyways, moving on, let's see. Yeah, so like I said, being healthy has so many benefits. Like, there's a lot of ladies on the team that were on medication that, you know, were able to get off their meds. You know, I used to get things like strep throat and tonsillitis 3 or 4 times a year. It wasn't enough to have, you know, my doctor remove my tonsils because they wanted more. They wanted more incidents like that. But I used to, you know, I was rushed to the emergency room when I was pregnant with my son because I got so sick. And it was tied to just having an unhealthy pregnancy, and even before I was pregnant, I was constantly getting sick, my ears, nose, throat, the whole shebang. So I have not had like something like that in years, and that's because I've been drinking Shakeology and taking care of myself and working out every day and eating healthier. Therefore, I'm saving money. I'm not going to the ER. I'm not having this $100 bill. I'm not having, you know, these prescriptions that need to get filled for antibiotics. You know, my immune system is stronger. Yeah, less doctor visits, all those types of things. So you guys have to think about it like this. If you invest in yourself now, you won't have to invest in yourself in the long run, you know, with possible disease or diabetes or things like that. Not saying those things don't run in the family, because they do. But yeah. So number 3 is help others do the same thing that you're doing. So bullet points 1 and 2 that I just went over, you know, you are going to help people do the same. You're going to show them how they could work out at home. You're going to post your workouts on social media. You're going to talk about how awesome it is to just go downstairs to your family room or walk down the hall to a little spot in your kitchen. I've seen some people work out in their kitchen. Sounds crazy, but I'd much rather do that than drive the 20 minutes to a gym, pay a gym membership fee of like $45 a month, to fight people on equipment, to use equipment I don't even know how to use, and then to end up on the treadmill for 20 minutes, bored out of my freaking mind. I'm sorry, but I'd much rather do a really awesome home workout program and check in with my challengers and my teammates every single day and know that I'm not alone and have the help, you know, have the support, have the motivation, have the inspiration. So that's what we do, you know, and we share that, we teach that. Yeah, so I wanted to kind of go over in the topic of helping others do the same things you're doing, the law of the mirror. So the best way to lead you guys is by example. If you're expecting, you know, people to even be interested in Beachbody products, you've got to be doing them. You've got to be drinking Shakeology. I don't think there's any top or successful coach out there that doesn't drink Shakeology. I believe wholeheartedly you need to drink Shakeology every single day in order to be a successful coach. You've got to be a product of the product. Yeah, so lead by example. My team hears me preach that all the time. We have to model in order to motivate people. If we aren't modeling what we, you know, are putting out there, what we expect from people, or what we're doing and how we're changing our lives, then we lose the right to motivate them. And our mission is so special, guys. Our mission is to help people live happy, healthy, fulfilling lives. In a nutshell, you'll hear our CEO Carl Deichler say that. I mean, all the time, and it's just so true. So the last bullet point I'll go into, because I'm a chatty Cathy here, is sharing your journey on social media. So yeah, this does not have to be perfect. Like I said, you want to share, you obviously want to be real and honest. You want to share the good, the bad, the ugly, but obviously you want to put a positive spin on things. Like, for example, I think I made fun of myself for getting like a flat tire one time, and it was just like, you know what, because I did personal development, I didn't let getting a flat tire, you know, ruin my day. Whereas the old me, like, I would have just completely just lost it and ended up like calling my husband and like, I don't know, I just would have like been pouting about it. It would have been ridiculous. So my whole point is, like, you're going to be sharing all aspects of your life, not just your health and fitness journey, because people need to relate to you. They need to know that maybe you're a mom and you have 3 kids like Autumn under the age of 5, and you're a teacher, and you also are a waitress, and you do all this, but you still get up at 4 a.m. to work out or to work an hour on your business. Like, people need to know that it's possible because you. So it's like, in a way, you're like an ambassador. You're like a, what's another word for it, ladies? Yeah, you're kind of like an ambassador. Like, you have to be this badass, like, woman. Like, and I say woman because primarily we're women. But if there's any guys that watch this, like, we welcome you. But we have to lead by example, you know? And sharing your journey on social media is something you definitely have to agree upon. I mean, how else are you going to connect with people? Yes, you'll have a warm market of friends and family in the beginning. Some coaches don't. I really didn't. But eventually that will run out. So you have to tap into what's called your cold market. And we'll teach you and we'll help you with, you know, showing you tips and tricks that we have done to expand that cold market to get our social media pages out there even more. But yeah, so sharing your journey on social media is crucial. So that's my 4th bullet point. I just wanted to put out there that we don't teach you how to spam your social media accounts either. You might have seen, I'm sure you've seen it if you're on like Instagram for sure, other coaches and how their accounts might get spammed, or you might be sent these messages that just seem like cheesy and ridiculous. Like, we don't do that. So I just had to put that out there. And one more thing, you've got to share your story, and we teach you how to share your story effectively. So your story isn't just set in stone. There's many different angles you can look at your story, but your story is your story, and you've got to share it often. Obviously, we're going to encourage and inspire you to do that and to help you mold that story. But it's very important because that's what makes you unique, and that's what's going to set you apart from the other coaches out there. So yeah, God, I rambled. I'm sorry, guys. That's everything I got. Yeah, so focus on yourself first. The 4 main focuses. Focus on yourself first, keeping yourself healthy and happy, helping others do the same, and sharing your journey on social media. So let's see who's next. Is it Autumn? I'm still looking at your face on here, Autumn. It's so like, oh, yay, you're so friendly. Who's going to go next? You, Autumn? Okay.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, I'll mute.
Can you hear me? Okay. Hi, my name is Autumn. I am a diamond coach on Team Empower. I have been coaching for 7 months. This is my 7th month. And like Brittany said, I am a busy lady. I have a lot on my plate. So if you're thinking that, I don't think I can handle one more thing, you can if you want it bad enough. I work full-time as a kindergarten teacher in a really, really low-income area. I waitress part-time, and I'm a Beachbody coach, and I have 3 kids, ages 5, 4, and 2. So anything is possible as long as you have the heart and the hustle. So I'm going to talk to you about money and how you can turn your passion for health and fitness into an income. And money is kind of like a taboo subject. Some people like get uncomfortable when we were talking about who was going to talk about each subject. I was like, I don't want to talk about the money. I don't want to talk about the money. Like, it'll be fine. But money is like, for me, money is stressful. You know what I mean? If money was good for me, I wouldn't be working 3 jobs. So obviously money is not good for me. But whether you have money or you don't have money, there's always a struggle. But what I have found is if you find something that you truly love to do, it doesn't feel like work anymore. So think about your job. And if you love, like if you jump out of bed every day to go to work, more power to you. I mean, that's awesome. And maybe coaching's just another opportunity for you. But if you don't necessarily love getting up each and every day to go to work, then this is a great opportunity for you. Because for me, I have always had that desire to help people. And that's obviously why I chose teaching. And I do truly enjoy teaching. I love my job, but it's also very, very emotionally taxing. Like I said, I work in a very, very low income area. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Camden in New Jersey, but it is like the top 3 unsafest cities in the US. So the stuff that my 5-year-olds have encountered in their lifetime, it's the toll that it takes on me is unreal. Like, I cried more at work last year than I probably ever have, and I just don't know that I can do this for the rest of my life. So I have decided that I am going to try my best to make coaching a full-time career, like how Brittany does. She's a work-at-home mom, but right now that's just not possible. So if you want to try to make coaching a full-time career, that's fine, and you can do it while you work a full-time job also. So before we start, I just want you to think really quickly about your like big dreams, and are you living them right now? Like, stop and think for a second. Is this the life that you imagined when you were a kid? Because it's not the life I imagined when I was a kid. I never for 1 second thought I'd be working like 75 hours a week and struggling to pay my bills. That was not something that I ever thought was possible. But the reality is that is what I do every single day and every single week. So if you're not living the life that you desire and the life that makes you super happy, there is an alternative to that, and that's where coaching comes in. I do have notes, but my notes are all over the place. Coaching can give you so many opportunities. It can give you financial opportunities, and then it can give you community support and accountability. So even if you don't need the finances, there are other aspects of coaching that are still amazing. If you're just needing like the extra support, then coaching is still a good fit for you. If you are lacking friendship, then coaching is a perfect fit for you. There are so many people on Team Empower that I truly consider some of my best friends, and half of them I haven't even met in person, which is the craziest thing. But if you're just needing some extra support and friendship, coaching can still be a right fit for you, even if it's not about the finances. What else did I want to talk about? So basically, Beachbody has given us a platform where you can use these amazing products and these amazing nutritional supplements to make as much money as you possibly can. There is like no limit on the amount of money you can make. You can make as little or as much as you want. But it really comes down to how much work you're going to put in. So if you don't show up and do the work each and every day, you're not going to make any money. So what I mean by showing up and doing the work is you need to be consistent. Like Brittany said, you need to show up on social media, You need to be reaching out to people. You need to be starting conversations. You really need to have the desire to help people. Remember, this is not about selling a product. This is about help. Looks like it froze. Yeah? Okay. So you have to get that mentality that you're just trying to sell something, because we are not salespeople. We are here to help people. We are here to change people's lives. And there are literally, like, what was the number? I listened to it today. Over 200 million people that are obese, and that's a huge epidemic. Like, that is more people than I personally can help, more people than Jess, than Britt can help. There are so many people right now in the U.S. alone that are obese and suffering each and every day. So what we do as coaches is we reach out to these people and we help them overcome their obesity. But, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought over here. But you do have to be consistent. You can't just decide that you're going to do it one day and then the next day you're not going to do it. You have to show up each and every day. The more work you put in, the more money you'll make. So I know Brittany made over 6 figures after 2 years of coaching. I'm at month 7 and I'm making over $1,000 a month. It really determines, I mean, the amount of money you're going to make is determining how many lives you're going to change. So if you are not helping people each month, you are not going to get paid, is basically what it's going to come down to. And I know everyone's sitting there probably thinking, I don't know enough people, or all my friends already have their own diets, or they already do their own thing. There are 200 million people that are obese. There are plenty of people that need your help. But the awesome thing that Beachbody has given us is this platform. Like I said, if you were to go start your own business anywhere, like let's say Starbucks, you need to have what, $200,000 probably to open a franchise? That's not the case here. You can be your own CEO for as low as $40, possibly $140 if you buy a challenge pack. When I first started, I bought a challenge pack for $140. So I opened my own business for $140. And that's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because $140 is like no money. It's not $200,000, but it's a bad thing because it's no money. So you can walk away from it real easily. But I promise you, if you don't walk away from that opportunity, you have limitless amounts of money you can make. I mean, it's crazy how much money you can make. And Beachbody has given you a business model that you can follow. You can put your own spin on it. Everything is there for you. It's laid out for you. Our team is an amazing team. Our upline has so many resources, so many trainings, so many workshops. It's literally laid out for you. You're not going to come into this and be like left in the dark. I have no idea what to do. You're going to come into it. You're going to get plugged right into training, and you're going to figure it out step by step, just like we did. No one started coaching and knew exactly what they were going to do. You're going to stumble. You're going to fall, but you're going to figure out what works for you. And when you figure that out, you're going to start to attract people. And basically, you're not there to sell them anything. You're there to share your story, because you need to share your story so you can connect with people so that they want to invest the time or the money to work with you. And I don't ever say that I'm selling someone something. I always say that this is a client of mine or a friend, because basically I would say 90% of my challengers have become really good friends because we know a lot of dark, deep secrets. Like, for a long time, my husband did not know my highest weight, but my challengers, these strangers, did. You know what I mean? I felt more comfortable sharing my weight with a challenger and a lady that I was helping lose weight than with my own husband, which is sad because I just lack so much confidence. But I do need to tell you that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You can make as much money as you want, but you can also make no money. It's all about how much work you put in and the effort you put in. So I don't want you to think, oh, sign me up and I'm gonna be rich right away. Like, it doesn't work like that. If you ask Brittany, like, she has hustled and worked every single day, day in and day out, and that is why she has made 6 figures in this income. Like, you can't just think you're going to sign up and it's just going to come rolling in. You have to put the work in and you have to put the effort in. But there are so many tools that Beachbody has provided us. Like I said, a business model. There's so many trainings that our upline has provided us that it's really kind of like foolproof as long as you plug into the trainings and do the vital behaviors that Brittany talked about. I mean, if you do those vital behaviors, your business will grow. It might not grow at the speed that you want it to grow at, but if you're consistent, I would say within 1 to 5 years, I'm on a 5-year plan. I'm not giving up for 5 years. No matter where I'm at, I'm not giving up for 5 years. And I hope by my 5th year, I can say I don't no longer am a teacher and I work as a Beachbody coach full time. You just have to be patient. There's so many of us that aren't patient, and I promise you, I'm like the worst at it. I struggle with that. I want instant gratification on everything, but I realize that that's just not the case. I mean, it's not. So as long as you stick it out through the hard times, because it is like a roller coaster, I'm not going to lie to you. There are going to be bad days, but there are going to be really good days too. So you have to remember, like, you'll be riding high, and then you'll be low for a little bit, but you just have to get back on that ride because it is really worth it. And I hope that I answered your questions and didn't leave you in the dark, but if you have any more questions, feel free to ask at the end or reach out to one of us. And I'm trying not to overwhelm you with all the facts right now, but yeah, that's what I got for you.
All right, thank you very much. Okay. My name is Jessica Mullins. I am also a Beachbody coach on Team Empower. Let's see, I'm trying to make sure, okay. It's weird, I can see, okay. And I'm going to talk to you today about what I feel is the best reason that you should become a coach. And to me personally, it was not what I was expecting. It is not the reason I became a coach. I became a coach because after trying tons of different kinds of shakes, I actually figured, well, I'm going to try Shakeology because they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I tried them because I wasn't eating breakfast and I wasn't eating very healthy at all. And I was like, well, if I can drink a shake and, you know, cover all those bases, I'm good to go. Lo and behold, I really liked it. So I decided to become a coach for the discount because really at that point in time in my life, I really couldn't afford the extra, but I knew it was something I needed to do. And then I started doing the workouts and I really liked all that too. But little did I know that I was actually going to gain some awesome, amazing people in my life. These women are, much as Autumn said about her challengers, and my teammates are some of my very dearest friends. I am lucky in real life to have some really good friends that, girlfriends that I live near, and we go out and have girls' nights and that kind of stuff. But there's some things that they just don't get and don't understand. And on that level, that is where my wonderful Beachbody sisters come in. You'll never be alone. You will always have somebody to vent to ask a question to look to for support. We've got it going on, truly. I mean, it's just really. And the crazy thing is, up until a couple weeks ago when we had our annual Beachbody event where we met face-to-face, I had not met any of them in person, but I had booked a room with some and made plans with some. It's all the magic of social media. Just as your business, you'll be able to reach out to so many people because of social media. Your friendships will grow because of social media. And as soon as we all met face-to-face, we just all slid in just like we really were old friends. Now, we do have lots of calls like this, and we have chat threads and different groups where you can really get to know people, but it's been amazing. They get me on levels that nobody else does. They like me regardless of all my quirks and weirdness. They still think I'm all right. They haven't kicked me out yet. So, but let me warn you, they let anybody up in here. So you just got to be careful for that. No, really. It is a wonderful, wonderful support system that I never even, I had no idea that was going to happen. So you get this incredible support system. You meet people and you have friends all over the country. And you get accountability. You get accountability for your fitness goals. You get accountability for your business goals. You always have somebody there. Now, okay, so say you get a personal trainer, and you pay them money, which you don't have to pay us to like you. You're okay. But you get them their total undivided attention for maybe an hour, say. Well, what about the other 23 hours? Who's going to support you? Who's going to say, hey, it's okay, you know what, it's been a down day, but tomorrow it will look up? Well, that's what the team is there for. We are there to support each other. Also, you will never be at a loss for information and for resources. Your fellow teammates are resources. We also, as soon as you become a teammate, a coach, we plug you into groups. For our group, your own team will have a group, and then a few of our uplines as well. And in fact, there's so much information floating around, it's almost a little overwhelming. Because, I mean, any question you could ever imagine, plus anything you don't know yet that's even to ask, everything's going to be there for you. So, it's amazing. You will have tons and tons of resources. In fact, we are lucky enough we have an amazing upline, and they provide training, they provide team calls that also is training and just learning opportunities galore. In fact, if you sign on to our team, we offer some things that you don't get this from every... I'm sorry, my toddler is knocking at the door. Just a minute, honey. Sorry. Okay, what you will get is a whole bunch of trainings as a beginner. It's called Rock the Basics. And I'm telling you, people pay good money for this kind of training, and it is going to be available to you just for being a member of this downline, this team. What you get is a workbook that you can print out, and yes, I have one here that you go along with. We walk you through step by step. First, there's this whole Rock the Basics. It's a 21-day program. Every day you go into the system, you watch maybe a 3 to 6, 7-minute video that tells you something, and you're given a challenge and a job, something to do for that day. It could be something as simple as, hey, go set up that like page for your fitness journey and for your business. It's simple things, but we walk you through step by step. We have access to 6 elite coaches, which means to be an elite coach, and we have about 450,000 coaches, right? To be an elite, you're like in the top 0.01%, something amazing, and we have all these people available to us. So they have created these trainings, and then once you get your feet wet, you go through the beginning basics, then there's all sorts of advanced training that can teach you about social media, how to reach out to people, how to talk to people. And as my fellow coaches, one of them, I can't remember which, but talked about our warm market. A lot of us come for this support and don't have much of a warm market. Well, this is how to reach out to people. One of the biggest concerns I hear from coaches are like, well, I don't know anybody, so who am I going to help? You will be surprised of the people that are out there, but we'll teach you how to find those people. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, you can always Google and use YouTube. Honestly, there are so many. I had no idea there were so many resources available to us. Now, how to become a coach. This is the most important part. As Autumn mentioned, it really isn't that big amount of money. I mean, for some people to start a business, you have to put up so much cash. Not so. The best way and the best value for you, honestly, to join is to get what we call a challenge pack. And that sets people up perfectly, both a challenger and you as a coach, because you get 1 month of Shakeology, or you can get the performance line, Energize and Recover, and you get a program. And right now, there are so many programs on sale. In fact, tons of them. In fact, it's Country Heat, the brand new one, 21-Day Fix, 21-Day Fix Extreme, PiYo, Size, 22-Minute Hardcore, 90 Days of our Beachbody On Demand, or the 3-Day Refresh. I mean, all of that you can get as a challenge pack, and your initial fee for being a coach, which is usually about $40, it's waived. So you don't even have to mess with all that. And then you're started on a program, you're started with Shakeology, and boom, you're good to go. With this, you also get Beachbody On Demand. This is the perfect time to sign up as a coach because there are so many incredible things coming out. In fact, tomorrow, there's going to be a sneak peek of this. In September, only available on Beachbody On Demand, it's going to be called a 3-week yoga retreat. And it is all the things you need to know about yoga. It is the basics. I just don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to yoga. I enjoy it, but I just don't really know. I don't have the knowledge. And so I'm personally really excited for this. There's a sneak peek of that coming tomorrow. Let's see, what else? Oh, we're doing the health bet. Okay, so a lot of people have probably, you've heard of a diet bet. You know, you put in a little money in the pot. If you lose, I think it's usually 4% of your weight within a month, then you get a split of the pot. Well, we're kind of doing the same thing, but really, you don't have to put much in the pot, if anything, really. Because what you do is when you work out and you drink your Shakeology and you mark that you do it in your in the app, then boom, you're entered to win. And the pot, last we heard, is already up to $1.25 million. I don't know about y'all, but I could use a chunk of that for myself, just for doing what I do anyways. So, we have a new program coming out, the Core de Force. It's like a kickboxing MMA style. Oh, and the cooking show, 21 Day Fixer, Autumn Calabrese. She and her brother, who's a chef, are doing a cooking show called Fixate. It has stuff from the recipe book. It's going to be amazing. But it's only on Beachbody On Demand. So it is a fantastic time to become a coach and to join our crew. We would love to have you. And as you can tell, it's super simple to join us. So we would love to have you. So let us know if you have any questions. And hopefully we'll be seeing your face around soon.
Yay! Thank you! Thanks, Jess. Can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. I was going to go over everything Jessica just listed in that last thing. I just wanted to reiterate that if you sign up as a coach with us, we do have some goodies for you guys. I know that usually the people that follow me or that are interested in coaching on the team love the things that I love. So I have some really cute hippie runner headbands. Everybody loves the headbands that I wear. I have my favorite Flavor God seasoning. I have extra Fixate containers. I can give you guys a personal development book, whatever. That's not the point to bribe you, but that is the cherry on top because we know that you guys invested so much time in not only just trying to get on this call, but to actually listen to what we had to say and for your time. That's what we would like to offer you all. In addition to the 21-day new coach training, your new coach workbook that is like yay thick and literally you work straight from it. You don't even have to buy supplies at the store to work in this workbook. Like you got a pen, boom, you're done. You got a phone, boom, that's your job. There you go. Access to advanced training webinars talking about how to post on social media, how to invite people, how to run challenge groups, all that fun stuff. You get a call with your coach, obviously. You get access to all of our team calls, which are weekly. We have multiple team calls weekly. They're all recorded also, so if you can't get on live, we got you covered. And then, yeah, a goodie from one of us. So depending on who sent you, and even if who sent you wasn't one of the speakers tonight, please reach out to that coach that you joined this event through or who you were already working with, and we can't wait to welcome you to the team. And yeah, so thank you guys all for your time.